Picture this scenario, because I guarantee it has happened to you. It is Friday at 6 p.m. You have just finished a brutal 50-hour work week. Your brain is fried. You are sitting in traffic. You are exhausted. So, you pull up a delivery app and order takeout for $40 because the idea of cooking seems impossible. You buy a bottle of wine to take the edge off. You sink into the couch to binge watch a show you don't even like. You tell yourself, I earned this. I work hard. I can afford it. But what if I told you that mathematically, you are lying to yourself? What if I told you that the pizza, the gas you burned, the nice shirt you wore, and the stress that forced you to order that food are all hidden taxes? You think you are selling your time for $50 an hour, but after we do the forensic accounting on your life, the math proves you might be working for less than $5 an hour. This is called the work scam, and today we are going to audit your life. Let's look at our friend Tom. Tom makes $100,000 a year. He thinks he is winning, but Tom is looking at revenue and ignoring expenses. First, the government takes their cut. Between federal and state tax, that salary is instantly shaved down. But now, we have to subtract the work-related costs. These are expenses Tom pays solely for the privilege of having his job. The commute. Tom spends $5,000 a year on gas, insurance, and wear and tear just to get to the building where he makes the money. Then there is the convenience tax. Because Tom is at the office from 9 to 5, he buys expensive lunches. He buys the $5 coffee because he needs the caffeine to survive the 2 p.m. meeting. He pays for dry cleaning. He pays for a dog walker because he isn't home. These costs would not exist if he didn't have the job. And then there is the darkest category of all, decompression spending. This is the money Tom spends to numb the pain of the job. The Friday night bar tab, the impulse vacation, the retail therapy. He is spending money to heal the damage the job is inflicting on his mind. When you add up the taxes, the car, the clothes, and the numbness, Tom isn't taking home 100 grand. He is scraping by. But we are only halfway through the equation, because a wage is money divided by time. HR says Tom works 40 hours a week. That is a lie. Tom wakes up at 6:30 a.m. to shower and iron his shirt. That is 30 minutes of labor for the employer. He drives 45 minutes to work. That is unpaid labor. He spends Sunday night dreading Monday morning. That is mental labor. When you add it all up, Tom is dedicating 60 hours a week to his master. So now, let's do the real math. When you take Tom's actual net income and divide it by his actual hours spent, that $50 an hour evaporates. Suddenly, Tom is making $8 an hour. In some high-stress scenarios, he is mathematically making less than the teenager flipping burgers down the street. Because the teenager walks to work, wears a uniform, and leaves his stress at the fry station. Tom is trapped in a high-churn, low-margin business model where he is the product being sold at a loss. This is why the promotion is often a trap. Tom gets a raise to manager. He gets $10,000 more. But now, he works late. He needs a second car. He buys a bigger house to impress his colleagues. He is processing more money through his bank account, but he is keeping less of it. His real hourly wage actually went down. These are the golden handcuffs. Now, let's look at Ben. Ben is different. Ben calculates his real hourly wage. Ben knows that a $100 pair of shoes isn't just $100. If his real wage is $10 an hour, those shoes cost him 10 hours of his life. He looks at the shoes and asks, is this plastic junk worth 10 hours of sitting in traffic and dealing with my angry boss? The answer is almost always no. Ben optimizes his life for margin, not revenue. He negotiates to work from home to kill the commute cost. He meal preps to kill the convenience cost. He stops trying to impress people who don't care about him. By ruthlessly cutting the costs of working, Ben gives himself a massive raise without asking his boss for a single penny. We are living in an era where time is the ultimate currency. The rich buy time, the poor sell it at a discount. Stop selling your life at a discount. Audit your life. Calculate your real wage. And if you want to escape the trap completely,
hit that subscribe button.